Welcome back to the Jacked Up Bear Minecraft Let's Play series. We're getting right into it today. Today's a little late upload. We had a busy day. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. I don't even remember what day it is today. That was scary. Last episode we thinned out a lot of the animals. I think we were working on getting more name tags to do the axolotl enclosure, but we're working on a few areas to start developing the pathing and the world a little more so we can better understand our long-term vision of where things should be placed. And I've been watching a lot of Linksy on Twitch. He's a Minecraft streamer, YouTuber. Just whenever, when I'm editing my videos, I'll throw it on a stream. But he said he wished that he had placed his builds further apart. I don't necessarily feel that way, but I think it's definitely a good idea. But I think I was just trying to jam pack everything in this area to start so that I felt more alive. But I think as time goes on, we're going to go further out with different builds just to make them their own unique little areas and things like that. So just been thinking about that. I don't really know what I'm planning on doing today. We should start with putting this in the traders. Let's do that. I'm gonna put the feathers away. I made everybody farmers over here. Yeah, the cooking stuff. Okay, we'll let that go. And part of the pathing. I had the mud bricks. Where did I put them? I think I put some more in a chest somewhere around here, but these chickens. Part of the pathing's got to go this way. So maybe I should just do this. I think that's reasonable, right? Then have it sort of come this way. I need some half slabs for this little area. But yeah, this is the path we built. This is the path to success episode. This is what we built. Where did I put that stuff? Did I put it over here? I think so, right? No. It's in the shulkers. What else do we need? Half slabs. So that right there. I do want to start incorporating some of these in the path. Like thinking that it's not only these mud bricks in the path, but like also some like these regular stone, like the cracked ones, stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go along and add some. Sorry, I got enchanted. I always say that. I don't know why. Entrenched. That's what I'm meaning to say. I mean to even sound more comical. Words. That's today's vibe. I'm pretty tired, but it's because it's late. I got some stuff going on tomorrow. I don't know what time this episode will be up tomorrow. This weekend, I got some stuff going on. I think I want to put some like street lights up along here with the posts and those lanterns I have. Farmer Village, the farmer apartments. Yeah. And then, where do I put the lights? Are they over here? No, great. Where would they be then? Oh, kitty. Objective kitty's meowing. I think today might be a short episode today, guys. I'm just... Today. See? I'm just tired. And, it's just the grind, you know? We're out here on the grind, but we're gonna find the lanterns. Yeah, look at all the random boxes. Might just find some lanterns. They might be in the... Might have looked at them in the, whatchamacallit. I really want to put this stuff up. Maybe we should take some bone meal with this too. Let's see. We're gonna need some more transportation magoos. I'm gonna bring these two. What do I want the base to be? Wait, hold on. Let me see something. Let's do that. Ow! So let's set the path up like this. I just want to see how this looks. Let's put one right here. Do I want it over the road or do I want it like here? I think it's kind of counterintuitive having it next to these glow spots. That makes sense. So let's go down here a little bit. Maybe each hut should have its own little like it better if it was the spruce wood. I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe I should just try it. I feel like it adds more of like a shadow effect from this, and it doesn't look too far off from these browns. So I think I'm okay with that for now. I do want to get rid of the torches around it though, just to see what it looks like. Okay. I really like that. But bam! I really like this. I'm really having a good time right now. I do want to try like a music's so peaceful. Yeah, looks pretty nice here. We're gonna keep adding stuff, little details here and there, but I'm enjoying the way this like little corridor is coming along here, and I feel like it's really adding to this build itself, and this path here of yeah. The layout just looks really good over there, like this. I'm just really loving this. All right, nice. Nice, nice, nice. I feel like it's the only place I've been like, I'm gonna walk around there. And I want more of the world to feel like that, I think, is what I'm missing. Like, I've been doing a lot of this just to get everywhere and like trying to avoid all the space, but I think that the more we make the space lived in or like it's playable, the more I'm like, let's walk around. 'Cause, yeah, even like that. Okay, so imagine the temple's built, you know, whatever that's gonna be, 100 episodes or whatever. And you're coming down from the temple. I'm about to fix that. And there's this stream running here, right? And then the water, the light tower's over there. Like, we're gonna get rid of this. I've already decided. Maybe that's what we'll do right now. It's time to take down. What wall is this? Let's see, F3. What direction am I facing? Why can't I find it? Why am I blind? Towards positive east. The eastern wall. I think definitely to here at the very least. episode. I know I don't have a lot to say today. I'm not the philosophical bear you came to see. I'm not the Socrates type, or whatever the other famous Stoics are, you know. Marcus Aurelius, really popular these days. I remember when it was cool to read Nietzsche. Just kidding, it never was, guys. Surprise. Remember when it was cool to read whatever the one dude is. Who wrote the book about willpower? Schopenhauer or something? But then there's like some theory that Schopenhauer's made up, maybe? I don't know. I feel like I read that somewhere one time and I was just like, that's a really cool theory and I'm going to stick with it. It's, I think it's similar for a lot of philosopher thinker types, I feel like. Somebody's just like, nah, they weren't even real. That's how philosophical they are. They weren't even real, man. Sometimes I fall for the internet stuff too. I mean, it's just kind of fun. Like, I get why the old people were like, don't trust everything you see on the internet. Now they're like, you see that something just absolutely insane. I can't think of an example right now, but you know what I mean. And you're just like, huh? Isn't that the guy who told me not to, or the woman who told me not to believe everything I read on the internet? What's the Assassin's Code? Nothing is real, everything is permitted. Yeah, I'm a real Assassin's Creed aficionado. I'm just kidding, I don't think that's actually it, but you know the vibes. You know the vibes. Holy. There we go. There we go. Sniper. I like when I miss with these arrows because then it just shows you where it is. It's like, your arrow's over here, sir. You're a terrible shot. Is this? Oh, yeah. I suppose I could do that and see the name on the lower part. I've already said this many times, but we're doing like the whole 100 episode, or 100, no, I'm thinking of the 100 day series. Jesus. We're gonna do the whole, a year of Minecraft in review. And I think it's gonna be like a voiceover of me talking about the experience. I think I'll write a script, try and do something like that. But I'm also gonna do a YouTube or Google Ads video, I think, because I have used ads, and just to help people understand the performance and like what it does for your channel. Because definitely, it's like possible to buy subscribers in a way, and it's really strange that YouTube just started doing it instead of, like, I get like they're recommending to the algorithm people who are more likely to subscribe to your kind of content. I get that, but it's like I've checked my subscriber thing, and when your ad ends and the massive influx of subscribers you were getting from it slows, it tells you when you lose subscribers from it, basically. So like if people subscribed through it, and then after being a subscriber for, you know, however long, maybe a day, maybe a week, maybe a month, and then they unsub, it'll show you how they unsub, like if they clicked on your profile, if they were unsubbed from a video, that kind of stuff. But it also shows you like just when accounts are deactivated, and I think a big part of that is probably just like bot accounts. You know what I mean? I have to assume so, and it's like a very insignificant portion of it, but it was just something that caught my eye when I was looking at the statistics of my last, like, when I hit a big plateau there and I lost subscribers more than I gained them in a month. It was only like 40 or 50 or so, but it was like I was gaining subscribers but also losing them. And then it was saying like, oh my god. Then it was saying that like a certain percentage of the ones I lost were just accounts being deactivated, and I was like, that's pretty strange. Like, are people just like, because it just seemed like a high number to me, and then even though it was just a percentage of it, I was like, wow, people are deactivating their YouTube accounts like that regularly. Maybe they are, but still, that was interesting. Felt like Google was like, or YouTube was like, we're gonna make bots that are gonna subscribe to you, and you're gonna pay us for it. You know? So I don't know. I think we got to a weird number before I did the first ad. I watched a bunch of stuff on like how to grow your channel faster, more organically, like to develop your audience. And certainly I have an audience, but it's not on the Minecraft videos themselves. I think I'm doing an overwhelming amount of Minecraft content, and people are saturated by that. And most people aren't looking for like the kind of maybe it's just my style, and maybe it's just me, but they're not looking for my kind of content in the way that I produce it. Like, I was just thinking this when I was watching Linksy's streams. Linksy gets on and does so much in a stream because he does it for 6 hours and he's very focused. He's very much like works on big builds, like massive ones, and because he puts so much time into them, they get done really quickly. And very interactive. So I'm like, YouTube videos literally like you'd have to just put this on and be like, I'm gonna watch this dude instead of playing myself, which I used to do. And I even do it once in a while, but I know like some of the biggest content in Minecraft's like the SMPs where people play together and do massive builds and develop cool lore. Like that stuff's like what I'm doing, but by myself. But then there's also like the stuff that I don't know if it was Forge Labs originally. I think it was. But he does all like the 100-day videos, and there's a lot of accounts that do that stuff. But Forge Labs is just the one that comes to mind. And that stuff's really, really cool. I would do that. But that seems like a committed grind. And I just do not have the energy for that. Or the time currently. Things might change, obviously. Jack's wife said to me today, when I was talking about the Minecraft series and trying to keep doing it every day straight for the year, and she's like, what are you gonna do when the baby comes? And I'm just like, I'm gonna lock in. Just kidding. I was planning on having a lot of episodes done, and I always say that, but then it's like I literally have to sit down and commit to playing Minecraft for hours, and that takes time away from a lot of other stuff I'm trying to do, and it takes time away from spending time with Objective Wife. But if I'm gonna commit to that goal and really, go for it, try to keep growing this channel, at least this series. Even though my more popular videos are definitely Arma. I have another Arma video that's been doing really well, a couple of them actually, and it's just a different type of audience. Gamers are gamers, don't get me wrong. If you got a good enough personality, for sure you can play whatever game you want, your audience will stay dedicated. But I don't think that's how this channel's growing. And then a lot of you guys seem to like the World Box stuff, which I love World Box too. But it's not like a game you really play. It's like a game you just let your computer run and just see the simulation afterwards. So sometimes it feels like that's not the experience that I want to have. So I'm just trying to find that balance between growing the audience, keeping everybody entertained, also not driving myself nuts with something that I love to do, like making it harder than it has to be and things like that. That's not the kind of growth you want to do. That's not the kind of channel you want to have. It's got to be all just genuinely you having fun, which is what most of the Arma videos were. But now I'm like getting into this mode where I'm like, we gotta do more series, and more. It's got to be more like Jack Fwags and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know if it's my style or if I can even complete that kind of thing. So I'm just gonna stick to what works for me. I know that like once I beat Skyrim, once I beat Starfield, those series are just gonna end. I think. I don't think I'm gonna keep playing those. I might play like an old RPG once a month from that time on, and we'll just do like a really long episode once in a while. Like if I ever just do like a binge session of an RPG, and I'll try to do it once a month. You know, or just record randomly here and there, and then patch together and do like a little. I want to do more editing with that kind of stuff. I think there's a lot more room there for that and that kind of content versus doing it on Minecraft. Because I think Minecraft's like the real genuine part of my series here is that you've literally got the chance. Besides destroying this island, you got the chance to see me block by block, brick by brick build this place. And I think that's a big part of the appeal. At least for my regular viewers. Every once in a while, a bunch of you pile on a video, but it's like my emotional ones. You pile on like I feel like Dear Daughter's gotten a lot of attention. Perseverance and Why It Matters, obviously my biggest episode. Where literally let's go relive it. Let me check the time real quick. Oh, we're right about there, so we'll tell this story quick. If you haven't watched this series, if you didn't watch me build the Knight's Manor, the Queen's Rest, in this little area, before, when it was empty-ish, this was just a frame. I had a bunch of chests right here, and I was sorting through them to look for more blocks to keep building this. And the damn creeper came up behind me and blew up the chest, and so there was just stuff everywhere, and it was just crazy. So yeah, if you haven't watched the series and you're just new to this episode, you made it all the way to the end. This is one of our builds put together. I show it off once in a while, but it's one that I'm really proud of. I'm not like the best builder, but I put in some effort to try and design an area that I felt like was worthy of a queen and a king, or maybe like a royal family or a rich family that had, you know, household guards and things like that. So trying to develop the lore of the world. And then yeah, the Queen's Rest. Wolf. Like the Queen's Rest. It's got a nice color scheme. This is I just took an amethyst and basically splashed it on a building. So, yeah. That's why you saw me do like this palette, because the palette on the apartments was very heavily inspired by the Queen's Rest. But also like this kind of matte I have going on here. If that makes any sense. Or like, is it pastel? What am I thinking of? I don't know. Yeet! Look at the trader gang. Bunch of farmers. Everybody farming. That one guy makes maps. And buys paper. Anyways, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you make it to the end of the video, please leave a like or subscribe or something. I don't know. You don't have to, but I feel like I've been saying that lately just because I noticed that there is a certain percentage of the viewers that are getting this far, and some of you aren't subscribing. It's just like, why are you doing that, man? Why are you watching the whole episode? Maybe you're just letting it run in the background, so whatever. But anyways, if you're viewing it, appreciate it. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. We do Minecraft every day around here, so I don't even know what the heck, we're gonna be around. We're gonna be here. Again, in this month of May, I'm gonna be doing some different things, so the videos might seem a little out of sync with the day of. That's because some of them are gonna get recorded in advance, so that I stay on schedule. And I think we're really gonna commit to the grind. I think the temple is the statement piece I need it to be, and I think the foundation's really good. But before I go, and I wasn't really motivated when I was building that stuff, and I think I'm gonna tear it down and do a redesign around that big tall pillar. But in the same style, definitely. But the scale's got to be grander. It's got to be. And I think I know how to do it. So we're going to do that, but it's going to really incorporate a lot of things. And I think you are really going to enjoy what I put together. So if you are sticking around to the end of the videos and you aren't subscribed, make sure you do this. tag along for it. But if you're one of my regulars, shout out to you. I'm Bear. We'll see you next time.